You breathe in a lungful of air. It is not empty. It is not clear. It is a thick, living soup. You see the soup. Every breath becomes a physical act. You are not just inhaling. You are filtering. Your world just got a new layer. And it is crowded. Here's the thing. You think you know what air looks like? You think you know what a virus is? Everything you think is wrong. Viruses are not just visible. They are the dominant visual texture of reality. That clean breeze through your window? It looks like a slow-motion sandstorm. That sunbeam cutting across your living room? It's a solid shaft of swirling, glittering dust. Except it's not dust. It's architecture. Billions of geometric protein shells. Spikes. Icosahedrons. Filaments. They hang there. They drift. They are the medium you now swim through. Your next breath is a decision. Your diaphragm contracts. Air rushes in. But it's not air. It's particulate. Your nostrils aren't just tickled. They are coated. A visible film of rhinoviruses, coronaviruses, bacteriophages. You can see them clinging to your nasal hairs. Your brain screams at you to stop. You can't. You need oxygen. So you swallow the glittering fog. Let me throw something at you. The average cubic meter of indoor air holds about 100 million virus particles. Right now, you can't see them. They are smaller than the wavelength of visible light. But if they scaled up to just 1 millimeter each, that cubic meter of air would be packed solid. A 50-kilometer thick ceiling of jagged little machines, stacked directly on your chest. That's the new atmospheric pressure. The physics haven't changed. Their size hasn't changed. But your perception has been cracked wide open. This is the problem. Your lungs are designed for gas exchange, not solid phase filtration. You take that first conscious, visible breath. Your alveoli, those tiny air sacs, don't just expand. They try to inflate against a physical slurry. The surfactant lining them, meant to reduce surface tension, now acts like glue. Particles stick. They aggregate. A single breath deposits a visible gritty paste deep in your bronchioles. You feel the weight. It's the feeling of breathing flour, or very fine ash. By breath number 10, a dull ache builds behind your sternum. Your respiratory rate slows. Your body fights for efficiency. Panic is a luxury you can't afford. It wastes air. Now, the visible sneeze. Someone across the room sniffles. You see the cloud before you hear the sound. It's not a mist. It's a projectile vomit of geometry. A concentrated cannon shot of 1 trillion particles. It doesn't dissipate. It expands like a blooming malevolent jellyfish. Tendrils of influenza virus reach out. They pulse in the light. You watch it roll toward you in slow, inevitable waves. You can't outrun it. The entire room is this. You just witnessed a transmission event with the clarity of watching a bullet leave a gun. And the horror of knowing you're already in its path. This is domestic life now. Your morning coffee steam is wreathed with floating phage. Your shower's humidity condenses on viral shells, making them fall like glittering rain. You see the cat cough up a hairball, and a greenish mist of calixyvirus explodes from its mouth, settling on the kitchen counter. You wipe the counter. You smear them. They don't die. They just get redistributed. Cleaning is no longer about sterilization. It's about managing topography. The living dust changes everything. Sunlight doesn't just illuminate. It reveals density gradients. You see the draft from your vent as a river of motes. You see your own body heat creating convection currents, a personal shimmering aura of everything you've shed. Walking to the mailbox is like wading through a knee-deep, invisible-turned-divisible fog. Cars don't kick up road dust. They create wakes of agitated viral surf. Cities at dawn are shrouded in visible, colored smog. Pinkish clouds of common cold. Murky yellow banks of flu. The deep, ominous violet of something else. You learn the colors. You learn to fear the gradients. Here's the thing. Human evolution never prepared a sense for this. Sight is now a tactile map of biological threat. Your brain is overwhelmed. The visual cortex goes into permanent overdrive. It starts making connections it shouldn't. That shimmer in the air near a sick person? Your limbic system tags it as poison. That clear patch of sky? Your reward center floods with dopamine. We develop a new, brutal form of synesthesia. You don't just see the virus cloud. You feel its texture on your skin. You taste its shape in the back of your throat. Clean air becomes a religious experience. A single, virus-free cubic centimeter feels like a physical void. A sacred emptiness. Society doesn't break down. It reconfigures around the new sense. Architecture becomes about airlocks and laminar flow. Houses look like clean rooms. Doorways have visible, swirling air curtains you step through. Relationships are measured in personal cloud compatibility. Your microbiome isn't an invisible concept. It's a visible halo you carry with you, clashing or merging with others. A handshake is an exchange of ecosystems. A kiss is a breathtaking act of faith. We become master filters, not mentally, physically. Your eyelashes are now clearly seen as dense, sticky brushes, clogged with debris. The mucus in your nose is a constantly renewing, visible net. You watch it work. You see it trap. Coughing is no longer reflexive. It's a deliberate, mechanical clearing of your intake valves. You learn to breathe shallowly from the top of your lungs, where the air seems slightly less dense. It's a skill. You get better at it. Your diaphragm muscles hypertrophy from the constant resistance. Your ribcage expands. We evolve, in real time, under the pressure of sight. The filtering of the world begins. We don't try to kill all viruses. That's impossible. They are the background matrix. We just try to sort them. We engineer plants that absorb certain families, creating clean zones. We breed dogs whose fur electrostatically attracts and neutralizes specific shapes. We design clothing that doesn't just block. It redirects. It channels. It creates personal bubbles of preferred microbial climate. The wealthy live in high-altitude domes where the air is thin and the viral count is low. It looks crystal clear. It is the ultimate status symbol. The poor drown in the beautiful, deadly glitter of the crowded streets. The atmosphere itself becomes a visible map of inequality. And then, the last clear breath. It's not a global event. It's personal. For you. One day, you find a place. An old cold storage locker. A sealed archive. The air is still. And for the first time since this began, you see nothing. No shimmer. No swirl. No color. Just empty space. You take a breath. It goes in smooth and cold. No grit. No weight. Your lungs remember a feeling they'd forgotten. Efficiency. Pure, unadulterated gas exchange. It's the most profound pleasure you've ever felt. It's also a trap. Because when you step back outside, the world doesn't just look crowded. It looks like tar. Your cleaned lungs rebel. They try to filter a universe they now truly comprehend. And they fail. That one clear breath didn't save you. It just showed you exactly what you've lost. You stand there, watching the beautiful, horrifying dance of a million invisible machines made visible, and you understand. Some gates once opened can never be closed. The world didn't end. It just became permanently, undeniably, full. If you enjoyed this, like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Hi.